All right, let's rev those engines. Today, we're going deep, deep into KTM motorcycles.
Yeah.
You're here because you want to know what makes KTM different, what are all these categories, what are the pros and cons, and we've got a super fresh guide published just today, December 25th, 2024.
Yeah, KTM, they're fascinating.
Okay.
They're not just another motorcycle company. They're known for their, you know, innovative engineering,
Yeah.
high performance,
Yeah.
and that look, that distinct look.
Yeah, like that rebellious, bold look.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Right?
They make bikes for dirt trails, racetracks, and just like cruising around town.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what's so cool about KTM.
Yeah.
They appeal to a lot of different riders, you know?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't matter if you're a pro or just starting out.
Mm-mm.
There's probably a KTM out there for you.
So let's break it down.
Okay.
This guide has a specifications table,
Okay.
breaks down all the main categories. We've got off-road, that's EXC, MX, SX, Naked, Duke, Adventure, ADV, Super Sport, that's RC.
Yeah, and each category is,
Huh?
really engineered for its own purpose. That's what KTM does.
Right.
They don't just, slap a new sticker on,
Right.
change the paint and say, here's a new bike.
Yeah. Okay, so imagine this.
Okay.
You're ripping through the forest, dodging trees, flying over roots. That's where the EXC series just thrives.
Yeah, they're built light, tough.
Yeah.
Suspension eats up anything.
Yeah, and this guide really stresses that long travel suspension.
Yeah, it's super important for off-road.
Yeah.
Lets those wheels move up and down, absorb the bumps,
Mm-hmm.
keep you stable when things get rough.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so what about speed and agility? You want to hit those jumps? You want to nail those tight corners?
And you're talking SX series.
SX series motocross.
Motocross, yeah.
Okay.
For example, the 450 SXF
Yeah.
just eats up motocross tracks.
Yeah, I'm looking at the specs here and wow.
Powerful engine, lots of torque,
Yeah.
gets you moving, quick, responsive, perfect for racing.
So we've got the thrill seekers covered.
Uh-huh.
But what about, you want to cruise around town, you want style and fun.
The Duke series.
Duke series, okay.
Yeah, it's that perfect mix. You've got the styling, but it's still practical.
Okay.
Comfortable for commuting, but you can still have fun with it.
The 1290 Super Duke R, 180 horsepower, that's wild.
Yeah. You could take that to the track,
Okay.
but it's also great for just, riding around town.
Best of both worlds,
Exactly.
Practical and powerful.
Yeah, it adapts to you.
Okay, all right. So what about those long hauls? Exploring those unpaved trails. We're talking adventure, the ADV series.
Yes, the ADV.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the 1290 Super Adventure R.
Yeah, I mean, it's got cruise control, off-road ride modes, all that tech.
It's a really impressive bike made to handle, a bunch of different conditions.
Yeah. Highway, off-road.
Doesn't matter. It's built for it.
Comfort, stability,
Yeah.
and performance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last but not least, the RC series. All about speed and precision on the track.
The RC series, yeah.
Yeah, the RC 390, high revving engines, aerodynamic design, and that precision handling. It's a standout sport bike.
Yeah, and what's really cool, the RC 390,
Yeah.
it's a smaller sport bike, but it's got,
yes.
features you'd see on those more expensive models.
Right.
Things like adjustable suspension.
Mm-hmm.
You can fine-tune the handling.
Okay.
And a flipper clutch.
Yeah.
So you don't lock up the rear wheel when you're downshifting hard.
All right, so this is a great overview, but let's dive deeper into each category, starting with those off-road beasts.
Okay.
The EXC series, the KTM 300 EXC TPI.
Yeah, the 300 EXC TPI, it's made for those mountains, steep climbs, rocky paths, no problem.
I mean, it's known for that.
Yeah, you won't even feel it underneath you.
Really?
It's so light, so easy to control.
So what's the secret sauce?
Well, it's a two-stroke with fuel injection.
Okay.
Smooth power, good on gas.
Right.
Super lightweight, great suspension. Can handle those big impacts, but you still have control.
So it's not just about power then?
No, it's about agility.
Like finesse.
Like a dancer.
Yeah.
Strong, powerful, but also graceful.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So off-road, it's not just power, it's about moving quick and being in control.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the 300 EXC TPI.
Uh-huh.
What about the rest of the EXC series? Are they all like that?
Yeah, the whole EXC series is made for enduro and trail riding.
Okay.
They all share those key features, lightweight, long travel suspension, those punchy engines.
Okay, cool. So if you're ready for those tough trails,
Yeah.
EXC's got you covered.
Uh-huh.
But what about the racetrack? We were talking about the KTM 450 SXF.
Yeah, the 450 SXF. Purpose-built for speed.
Yeah.
Agility. Dominating that track.
So serious bike.
Yeah, it's for experienced riders. You need that skill, that confidence.
Right, to really get the most out of it.
Yeah, to unleash its potential.
Okay, so we've got the Daredevils, we've got the Trailblazers, but what about, just cruising?
Yeah, you want something practical.
Practical, the Duke series.
The Duke series.
Yeah, and we were looking at that 1290 Super Duke R.
Oh, yeah, head turner.
Yeah, raw power, aggressive.
Yeah, commands attention.
Okay, so what's powering this thing?
A massive 1301cc V-twin.
Whoa.
Over 180 horsepower.
Really?
Yeah, and it's light for that much power.
But is it too much for everyday riding?
That's the cool thing about the Super Duke R.
Okay.
It's manageable at lower speeds, but when you're ready to let loose, that power is there.
Right, so it can be tamed,
Exactly.
Okay.
Versatile bike. Adapts to you.
Okay, so we've got the off-road, the track, the streets covered.
Yeah.
What about adventure? Those long trips, exploring.
The ADV, the Adventure series?
The ADV series.
Yeah, and the KTM 1290 Super Adventure R.
The Super Adventure R. Yeah, this thing is tricked out.
Yes. Designed for long hauls and, exploring places you wouldn't normally go.
Right.
It's got features that make it comfortable and capable.
Like what?
Well, it's got the same engine as that Super Duke R.
Whoa. Okay.
But it's tuned differently,
Yeah.
Smooth power, predictable.
Okay.
And it's got all the electronics, traction control, cornering, ABS, riding modes.
It's like a supercomputer on two wheels.
It is. Yeah. And it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Good seat, adjustable, wind protection, everything you need for those long days.
I'm also seeing here the fuel tank, 23 liters. That's huge.
Yeah, you can go a long way on a tank.
You can go a long way.
Yeah.
Fewer stops, more riding.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our adventures covered. But what about, the speed demons, the sport bike riders?
The RC series.
The RC series, yeah. And the RC390.
Yes. The RC390. Perfect if you like to push it.
Yeah, I mean, this guy calls it a scalpel.
It is.
Really precise hammer.
It's light, nimble, loves those twisty roads and racetracks.
What kind of engine are we talking here?
A really punchy 373cc single cylinder.
Okay.
It loves to rev high.
Okay.
Really responsive.
So it's not just brute power then?
No, it's about feeling connected to the road.
Okay.
Pushing the limits in the corners.
Right.
It's like an extension of you.
Right. Okay, I see some pretty advanced features here too.
Oh yeah, you got that adjustable suspension, fine tune it, and that slipper clutch.
Right. So it can handle being pushed.
Yeah.
But it's also forgiving.
Exactly.
For maybe a newer rider.
Yeah, good for experienced riders who want a track weapon, but good for newer riders who are just, getting into sport bikes.
All right, so we've got a good sense of all the different categories. It's clear KTM makes a bike for everyone.
They do.
But before we get into pros and cons, I think it's important to step back and look at how far they've come.
Yeah, KTM's journey is fascinating.
Yeah.
They started as this small Austrian workshop.
Really?
Back in 1934.
Wow.
Fixing bicycles and motorcycles.
Huh.
And it wasn't until the 50s that they started making their own.
Okay.
And even then, it was mostly off-road for competition.
So they've been doing off-road for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Decades.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's really in their DNA.
Okay.
And that experience, that's led to a lot of success on the racetrack.
So they started off-road.
Yeah.
And then moved into other categories.
Yeah, as they grew, they expanded their lineup.
Okay.
Street bikes, adventure bikes, sport bikes.
But they never lost that off-road focus.
No, never.
Okay, it's like they took what they learned off-road and applied it to everything else.
Exactly.
I mean, you can feel it in the Duke series, super nimble.
Yeah, that lightweight construction, responsive handling, it's all connected.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
So even though they make all these different bikes, there's a shared DNA.
Absolutely, yeah. A commitment to performance, innovation, and creating a unique riding experience.
All right, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
What are the pros and cons of owning a KTM?
Yeah, let's talk about the good and the bad.
All right, what are the good things? What are the advantages?
Well, We've talked about their lineup. So many different bikes.
Yeah.
You can find one for you.
Right.
No matter what you want, dirt bike, street bike, they got it.
And the innovation.
Well, the innovation.
Yeah, cutting edge technology.
You're always pushing the limits.
Right.
It's exciting for riders who want the newest stuff.
And durable.
Durable. Yeah.
Built to last.
If it can handle a racetrack,
yeah,
it can handle anything.
Right.
Yeah. They use good parts, built tough.
Okay, so diverse lineup.
Yeah.
Innovation, durable. But what about the other side? What are some of the drawbacks?
Well, one of the big ones is the price.
Yeah, the price. Premium pricing, this guide says.
Yeah, they're more expensive.
But is it worth it?
It depends.
Okay.
What's your budget?
Right.
What are your priorities?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of riders feel it is worth it.
Yeah.
You know, you're paying for the performance, the quality. It's like, buying a fancy sports car.
Okay.
You're paying for the name, the engineering.
So you get what you pay for.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So price, what else?
Maintenance.
Yeah, maintenance. Some people say KTMs are high maintenance.
They do need a bit more care than other brands.
Right.
These are high performance machines.
Right.
You got to keep up with the maintenance.
Okay, so more frequent maintenance.
Yeah.
But you're getting a quality machine.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you like working on your bike, you can save some money.
Yeah, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm also seeing here that some models are very specialized.
Yeah, some KTMs are definitely more niche.
Okay.
They're made for a specific purpose.
Right. So like a hardcore motocross bike, you wouldn't want to use that for commuting every day.
Yeah, you got to think about how you're going to use it.
Right.
Pick the right tool for the job.
Okay, so we've got the pros and cons. We've got the overview of the models. But I know you're probably sitting there with some questions.
Oh, I'm sure.
This guide, luckily, has an FAQ section.
Great.
So let's jump into that.
Okay.
First one, is KTM a good brand for beginners?
Absolutely.
Oh.
They have bikes made for new riders.
Really?
Yeah, not everyone's ready for, the crazy powerful bikes.
Like what? What kind of bikes?
Well, you got the 125 Duke.
Okay.
The RC 125.
Right.
Manageable power, easy to use, forgiving.
Okay, so they're not just for experts.
No, definitely not. What else we got?
What's the best KTM for adventure riding?
Oh, I think we know the answer to this one.
I think we do, yeah, the 1290 Super Adventure R.
Yeah, the Super Adventure R.
One of the best out there.
Yeah.
Power, comfort, technology, and off-road chops.
It's the total package.
It is? Yeah. All right, what else?
Are KTMs expensive to maintain?
That's the big question.
It depends, yeah.
Okay.
They do require, good service and parts, and labor can be a bit more.
Okay.
But you are getting, top-notch stuff.
Okay. Right.
If you're handy, you can do some of it yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a trade-off.
Yeah, a trade-off.
High quality, high performance, might cost a bit more to maintain.
Exactly.
All right, what else we got?
Okay. Which KTM is the most powerful?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It's close, but I'd say it's between the 1290 Super Duke R.
Okay.
And the 1290 Super Adventure R.
They're both monsters.
Yeah.
Same engine. 1301cc V-twin, over 180 horsepower.
So it's a tie.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
The Super Duke R might be a bit faster.
Yeah.
But that Super Adventure R, it's more comfy, more versatile.
Right.
So depends what you want.
What you want? Okay, any more questions?
Last one. Where can I learn more about KTMs?
Well, we'll have links in the show notes.
Okay.
KTM's website, some other resources. And, of course, you can go online, read reviews, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And visit a dealership.
Yes, go see them in person.
See them in person, talk to the experts.
Yeah.
So I think we've covered pretty much everything about KTM motorcycles.
Well, we've just scratched the surface.
Okay. There's more.
Yeah. In the next part,
all right,
we're going to talk about their design philosophy.
Okay.
What makes them look so different.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, stay tuned for part 2.
Yeah, we'll be right back. It's more than just the specs with KTM, There's something about how they look.
You can spot a KTM a mile away.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's sharp, it's angular, it's got that rebellious vibe and that orange.
Yeah, the orange and white.
Yeah.
You don't see that on many other bikes.
No, you don't.
It's a statement.
It's a statement for sure.
Yeah, and it's not just the colors.
Right.
It's the lines, the exposed frame. It all works together.
Yeah, this guide actually uses the words European and avant-garde.
Yeah, they're not afraid to be different.
Yeah, they're pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, and that's KTM. They innovate, not just with the technology, but with the looks too.
Right. Right.
They want to create bikes that you remember.
Yeah, and I bet the design isn't just about looks.
No, it's functional too.
Yeah.
Like the Duke series, those naked bikes.
Yeah.
Exposed frame, minimalist.
Uh-huh.
That helps with weight, agility.
Okay.
Less weight, more fun.
It's like they're stripping it down to the essential.
Bare minimum.
Yeah. And that philosophy, it carries over.
Yeah, to the other models.
The RC series, that aerodynamic design.
Yeah, you need that for speed.
On the track, right.
On the track. You got to cheat the wind.
Right. So form and function working together.
Yeah. They understand that a motorcycle, it's more than just a machine.
Right.
It's an extension of the rider.
Yeah, I like that. So they're not just building bikes, they're building experiences.
They are. And I think that's what makes KTM so appealing.
Yeah, okay.
They're not just high performing. They look good.
Right.
And they make you feel something.
You're not just riding a motorcycle, you're making a statement.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we've talked about the design, the performance, the different models. But let's go back to those off-road routes.
Okay.
This guy really highlights how KTM has dominated off-road.
They have for a long time.
Yeah, what makes their off-road bike so good?
It's everything. The engines, the suspension, the design, it all comes together.
Okay, so the engines, what's special about them?
Well, they're powerful, but you can still control them.
Right.
Smooth power delivery, even when things get tough.
Okay. And the suspension, we were talking about that long travel suspension.
Yeah, it's legendary. Soaks up all those big hits.
And the frames, lightweight, nimble.
Yeah, you can move through those tight trails.
Right.
No problem.
And they've been pioneers in off-road technology, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm looking at this TPI technology.
Uh-huh. The fuel injection.
Yeah, can you break that down for me? I'm not a mechanic.
Okay, so with a regular two-stroke, you have to mix the fuel and oil.
Right.
It's messy.
Yeah.
But with TPI, stands for transfer port injection.
Okay.
The fuel goes straight into the cylinder.
Okay.
No more pre-mixing.
So it's like a car engine.
Yeah, like fuel injection for your car.
Okay, get it.
Yeah. It's smoother, better on gas, and it starts easier, especially when it's cold.
So it's a game changer.
It is.
So it's not just about, lightweight, agile bikes.
Right.
It's about the tech.
Yeah, they're always innovating.
Right, to make it, a better experience for the rider.
Exactly. And it's not just the two strokes. Their four strokes are just as good.
Okay.
Powerful, advanced suspension, all the latest electronics.
So two-stroke, four-stroke, they got you covered.
Yeah, whatever you prefer.
Okay. And they're winning championships.
Oh, yeah. Lots of them.
So these bikes are seriously capable.
They are. They are built for performance.
So what kind of rider, what kind of person is drawn to a KTM off-road bike?
I think it's someone who likes adventure.
Okay.
They're not afraid of a challenge. They want the best.
They want the best.
They want to push their limits.
So it's a mindset.
It is. It is.
The lifestyle.
Yeah. It's about exploring.
Right.
Pushing
yourself. And KTM, they cultivate that, right?
Yeah.
They have the events, the races.
It's a community.
Yeah.
The community. It's more than just selling bikes.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle brand.
Okay. So we've talked about their off-road heritage, the design, the kind of rider they appeal to. But let's talk about KTM, the company.
Okay.
From this small workshop to this global powerhouse.
Yeah, it's an amazing story.
What were some of those turning points?
Well, I think going all in on off-road back in the 50s, that was a big one.
It was a gamble.
It was, but it paid off.
Yeah. It let them really focus.
Yeah, become the experts.
And then that led to racing.
Yeah, the racing that really built the brand.
Right. People saw how good the bikes were.
How they earned their stripes.
Right.
And then they could expand.
So when did they start branching out?
Around the 90s.
Okay.
They were ready for a new challenge.
Right.
They saw the opportunity. They had the expertise.
Yeah, they had that foundation.
Yeah, they could build something special.
And they're a major player now.
Oh, yeah, global.
And they've done it all while staying true to who they are.
They have passion, performance, adventure.
So ambition, innovation.
Excellence.
But what makes them so special?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's the passion.
Okay.
It's in every bike they make.
It's like they're not just building motorcycles, they're building machines that embody a spirit.
Yeah.
That rebellious spirit.
Yeah, the desire to break free.
Yeah, to forge your own path.
Exactly. KTMs are for riders who want more.
Yeah.
They want adventure. They want to push it.
It's about the feeling.
The feeling, the freedom, the adrenaline.
Connection.
The connection, yeah. Okay, so we've really dug into KTM, their history, their design, all the different bikes they make.
Yeah.
But let's get practical for a second.
Okay.
How do you actually choose the right KTM?
That's a good question. There are so many.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming. It can. We've got the EXC, the SX, the Duke, the Adventure, the RC.
Where do you even begin?
Well, you got to start with you.
Okay.
What kind of rider are you?
Right.
What do you want from a motorcycle?
Okay, so what are some of the questions you should be asking yourself?
First one, where are you going to ride?
Okay.
Off-road, track, street.
Right, because that narrows it down.
It does, yeah.
If it's all about the dirt trails, then we're talking EXC.
The EXC, yeah, those are enduro and trail bikes.
Yeah.
They're made to go anywhere.
But if it's the racetrack, you want that speed.
The SX series?
The SX series.
Motocross.
Motocross, yeah.
Okay.
Built for speed, jumping. Those are serious machines.
So we've got off-road, we've got track.
Mm-hmm.
What about the street?
Well, if you want performance, you want that raw feeling.
Yeah, the Duke.
The Duke series. Okay.
Yeah. Sharp handling, punchy engines.
That 890 Duke R, it's a beast.
It is, but even the smaller Dukes are a lot of fun.
Okay.
They make you a better rider.
And then you've got the Adventure series.
The Adventure series, yeah.
Those long hauls.
The long hauls. Exploring, they're comfortable, they're capable.
Like the SUVs of motorcycles.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. And then the RC series.
The RC series, the sport bikes.
Speed, precision.
If you like corners, the RC is for you.
Okay, so you figured out what kind of riding you'll be doing.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step?
Think about your experience.
Yeah.
How long have you been riding?
Right, because you don't want to start on something too crazy.
No, you want a bike that's right for your skill level.
Okay.
Something that challenges you, but doesn't scare you.
And KTM, they have those entry-level bikes?
They do, yeah. Bikes like the 125 Duke, the RC 125, perfect for learning.
And then, as you get better, you can move up.
Yeah, there's a path.
A path.
You can stick with KTM.
Okay, so you start on a 125 Duke,
Uh-huh.
and then you can go to the 390 Duke.
Yeah.
The 790 Duke.
Even the Super Duke?
Right, so you can grow with the brand.
Exactly.
Okay. And they have all those accessories.
Oh, yeah, lots of accessories.
You can really personalize your bike.
Yeah, make your own.
Performance upgrades, comfort, style.
It's about expressing yourself.
Okay, so we've got the riding style, the experience level.
Yeah.
But there are other things to consider.
Yeah.
Like budget.
The budget.
We know KTMs can be pricey.
They can, but there's a range.
Okay.
You don't have to spend a fortune.
So set a budget.
Yeah.
And then look at the models that fit.
Exactly. And don't forget about gear, insurance, maintenance.
Yeah, all those extra costs.
It adds up.
Okay, so budget's covered. What about features?
The features, yeah.
What are those KTM features that stand out?
Well, it depends what you want.
Okay.
But generally, they're known for their engines.
Yeah.
The suspension, the frames, the electronics, and of course the styling.
Okay, so what's so special about the engines?
They're powerful, they're reliable, packed with technology.
Right, and the suspension.
Top notch.
Yeah.
You can push it no matter where you're riding.
And the frames?
Strong, but light.
Right.
Agile, responsive.
Okay, and the electronics.
Oh, yeah, you got traction control, riding modes, ABS, all that stuff.
So, lots of features.
Lots of features.
You got to figure out what's important to you.
Yeah, what do you need?
Like, if you're mostly riding on the street, you probably don't need that crazy off-road suspension.
No, but you might want a comfortable seat.
Right. And if you're on the track...
You want that adjustable suspension.
Okay.
Slipper clutch, powerful engine.
So match the features to your riding.
Exactly.
Okay, so budget, features, riding style, but we can't forget about how the bike looks.
Yeah, you got to like how it looks.
Yeah, you got to be proud to ride it.
And KTMs, they look good.
They do. They have that signature look.
Yeah, that orange and white.
Yeah.
It's bold.
It is.
And even beyond the colors, it's the whole design.
Yeah, they have a presence.
They do. They look fast.
Okay, so find a bike that you enjoy looking at.
Yeah, you get to spend a lot of time with it.
Right.
Make sure you like it.
So we've covered a lot.
We have.
But one last piece of advice.
Okay.
Go ride some bikes.
Yes. Test ride.
There's no substitute for that.
Yeah. You got to feel it.
Yeah, you got to get a sense of how it handles.
How it feels.
Yeah, the power, the ergonomics.
And most dealers will let you.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to ask.
And don't just test ride one.
No, try a few.
Okay.
See what you like.
You might be surprised.
Yeah, sometimes it's not the one you expect.
Right, so it's about that connection.
The connection, rider and machine.
And you can only find that by riding.
By riding, yeah.
Okay, so we've covered a lot about KTM.
Uh-huh.
Their history, their design, how to choose the right one.
Yeah.
But I think it all comes down to this.
What's that?
KTMs, they're more than just motorcycles. They're about passion, performance, adventure.
They are for riders who want more.
Yeah, they want to push it, they want to explore.
They want to experience something special.
If you're looking for a bike that will ignite your soul,
Yeah.
then KTM might be for you.
It might be.
All right, let's take a break.
Okay.
But don't go anywhere. In the next part, we're going to get into some specific models.
Yeah, the bikes that everyone's talking about.
Stay tuned. Okay, we're back and ready to dive into some of those drool-worthy KTMs.
Yeah.
The bikes that get riders excited. And we're going to start with a true icon, the KTM 300 EXE TPI.
The 300 EXE TPI.
Yeah, this bike has been ruling the off-road world.
It has. It has.
And it's not hard to see why.
No, it's a legend.
This guide, it calls it the gold standard for enduro riders. So what makes it so special?
Well, it's so light, so agile. You barely even feel it underneath you.
Really?
And that makes it so easy to control. You can just dance through those trails.
So it's all about precision.
Precision. Yeah, not just brute force.
Not just brute force, okay.
It's like a ballerina.
The ballerina, but with a punch.
Yeah, with a punch.
Okay, so we're talking that 300cc two-stroke engine.
Yeah, smooth power, easy to control.
And it's got that TPI technology.
The TPI.
Fuel injection for a two-stroke.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
What kind of difference?
Well, imagine you're climbing a really steep hill.
Okay.
With a regular two-stroke.
Yeah.
You might have to adjust the jetting.
Right.
To get the right fuel mixture.
Okay.
But with TPI, it does it for you.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to worry about it.
So it's not just about, like, cleaner emissions and better mileage.
No, it's about making the bike easier to ride.
Right.
Especially in tough conditions.
So you can just focus on the ride.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so we've got our off-road legend, but what about the street? Let's talk about the KTM 890 Duke R.
Oh, the 890 Duke R, yeah.
This bike has been making waves.
It has.
They call it the Super Scalpel.
The Super Scalpel, yeah.
So sharp, so precise.
It just cuts through corners.
Okay, so what makes it so special?
That 890cc parallel twin engine.
Okay.
It's a beast.
Really?
It's so responsive. You twist the throttle.
Yeah.
And it just goes.
So it's the way the power is delivered.
Yeah. It's immediate. It's exciting.
But it's not just the engine, right?
No, it's the handling too.
Okay.
The suspension, the brakes, everything is top-notch.
So we're talking like WP Apex suspension.
UK Apex, yeah, Brembo brakes.
Brembo brakes, the best.
Okay, so you can really push this bike.
You can. It's built for it.
But it's also, comfortable enough for everyday riding.
Yeah, it's versatile.
Versatile, okay.
Canyons, city streets, no problem.
All right, so we've got a bike for the dirt, a bike for the street.
Uh-huh.
What about a bike that can do both?
Ah, you're talking about the 1290 Super Adventure S? The Super Adventure S, yeah. The do-it-all bike.
It is. It's made to take you anywhere.
This guide calls it the Swiss Army knife of motorcycles.
It does everything.
Okay, so what makes it so versatile?
Well, it's got that 1301cc V-twin.
Okay, yeah, that's a big engine.
A monster, 160 horsepower.
Wow, so highway cruising, mountain passes, off-road trails.
It can handle it all.
No problem. And it's comfortable, right?
Oh, yeah, very comfortable.
Okay.
Adjustable ergonomics, good seat, wind protection.
And all that tech.
The tech, yeah.
Traction control, ABS, riding modes.
It's got it all.
Cruise control.
Yeah, everything you need for a long trip.
Okay, so city, mountains, desert, this bike can do it.
It can.
All right, so we've got dirt, street, and everything in between. But what about those who want pure speed?
Ah, you're talking about the RC390.
The RC390, the track weapon.
The pocket rocket.
This guide calls it a scalpel on wheels.
It is.
So what makes it so fun to ride?
It's so light, so nimble.
Oh.
It just flows through the corners.
So you can really push it.
You can. It encourages you to.
Okay.
It makes you a better rider.
And it's got a surprisingly powerful engine.
It does. For a 373cc single cylinder.
Okay.
It really, really revs.
So it's not about, brute force.
No, it's about agility, precision.
Okay.
Carrying speed through those corners.
All right. So maybe not a drag racer.
No, but on a tight, twisty road.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Okay, so 4 incredible KTMs, each one unique.
Yeah, different flavors for different riders.
Dirt, street, adventure, track.
KTM has something for everyone.
I hope this deep dive has has shown you what makes KTM so special.
They're more than just motorcycles.
Yeah, they're about passion, performance, adventure.
They are. They really are.
So if you're ready for your own two-wheeled adventure,
yeah,
go visit a KTM dealer.
See them in person.
Test ride some bikes.
Feel the KTM magic.
Yeah, the KTM magic.
Until next time, ride safe.
And ride on.